Alright YouTube, this is the first video of 2019. In this video what we are going to see is how to use lettering.js. What do I mean by that? The concept is really simple, but we are focusing on how to create the design which is on the screen. When I hover it, first of all, the lettering.js is simply, if you have a heading, if you have a h1, you say hello. What lettering.js will do it, the lettering.js will separate your unique letter. As the name says, lettering, it separates your unique letter into a span. This is the main focus of lettering.js, and with the help of lettering.js we are going to use this effect. Fine, let me show you the HTML and let me remove the CSS from scratch so that you can understand what we are up to. I'm going to remove it. And let me remove the script as well. Fine, you can see a section has the class letter of heading h1. Fine, let me start the CSS. The video would be of 90% CSS and just 10% of jQuery. Fine, first of all let me show you how does it look without CSS. I want the background of the body to be red. I want the heading to be on the center. Transform, translate 50% x-axis, 50% y-axis. Now this will be on center and we want the color to be white. Now it will work. Fine, increase the font size. Fine, now use this section to place your content on the center. So this style will be on the sections, so it will take you to the center and then style the heading. Fine, now what I want is I want it to rotate. Transform, rotate x-axis as 35 degree. Let the perspective be 200 pixel. This should be a little tricky. You have to focus on, we have to make sure our perspective is at the front of the rotatex. So this is the effect. Now it's time for the lettering.js. What you have to do is you have to type lettering.js you will find the GitHub link. I just give the first link, it will forward you to the GitHub link, and for that you have to download. In this case I have already downloaded and placed it on my folder. So you'll get a zip. When you extract it, you have to get inside the example folder. Just open the index file and you have to copy paste the lettering jQuery.lettering. This is a JavaScript file. You have to place it inside our folder and link it to the HTML. So you are ready to use now. Before that you have to initiate. This is the code of initiating your lettering.js. make sure the class is equal to the selector here. Let me comment it and show you. Let me remove this. I'm going to save it. I'm going to show it what happens to our inspected. This is without the initiating script. Inside the body we have one section. Inside this section you have just one heading. If I initiate the script tag, if you refresh it, you will find there's a span. This span actually has all the letter of the heading. Fine. So the initiation has, sorry, in this case what we have done is we have started the lettering.js. Now it's time to style. So char 1 means first character, background be white. Fine. Let's add some opacity. 255.9. Yep, that seems okay. Now I want the same style to be applied on character 3 and character 5. Yep. Before that, for all the character, let me give a common style, which is padding. Top bottom 0 pixel, left and right 20 pixel. Let me give 15 pixel would be appropriate for this case. Yeah, extremely working fine. Now it's time for the odd 3, so even number 2 and 4. We're not going to give the background, but we are going to give the transform skew. degree, and the skew it should be applied here of -15. This won't work unless you give all your character class display inline block. You have to reduce the padding. There seems to be a problem. You have to check what it is. Decrease the size of the font size. Yep. This seems absolutely working fine. Now we have to add the text shadow. Left and right 10 pixel, top and bottom 10 pixel, blurriness 10 pixel, and the color should be black. RGBA, absence of color followed by opacity. Let it be red. Let me give the blur as 0 or 20 pixel. Let me give the color black. The same, give the box shadow. By this thing you can see that your 2 and 4 has not received your skew. Now it has received. If you want, you can increase the blurriness, so that your shadow gets little lighter. This is left and right. For top and bottom you have to use. It's been too much. 30. This seems appropriate, I guess. Sorry. I don't think we need text shadow. Let's see without text shadow. Okay, now it's time to remove the skew. When I hover on the letter, class letter, I want the skew to be removed. Dot letter colon hover dot skew dot, let's say char 1 transform skew y of how much? 0 degree. In order to remove, you have to use 0 degree. Let me give the transition DINSIT transition 0.5. Yes. So you see, when you hover on first letter, it gets changed. This same style should be given for all the character. So we have 5 letters, so 5 character. Second, third, fourth. This has created by the letter.js. Now we have to remove the perspective. When I hover on the letter, I want to remove the perspective as well as the rotate, which I have given. I need to give transition for smooth way. And when I hover, I want to remove the box shadow. RGBA. Opacity very low. I think we are getting we have only one shadow. Let me give none. We have given the box shadow to the character, so transfer it to the letter and make this one nothing. Or else leave it as it is and you have to write the separate thing for everyone. Copy paste it. Refresh it. Yep, working exactly as we thought. think we have completed our scope of the video. Thank you for listening.